Welcome back, race fans, to what we hope will be another exciting race here for P.A.L.M.S, the Pro American Late Model Series of Season 4. They have entered Nashville Fairgrounds for round number 10, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. TV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, up here on the mic for you all again here tonight. My brother's still dealing with some health issues. I see Shorts or Shorty or, well, Paul, glad to have you out there, buddy. My brother in chat tonight, Brennan Kennedy and Brian Odell there. See all four of you. Glad to have you in chat. Of course, I've already got the pre-race analytics pulled up here tonight. They are going to be dealing with some wind out here on the track, in the ballpark of about 8 to 12 miles an hour. It's not sustained. It is just kind of fluctuating. So anywhere between, well, it just dropped to 7 there. So we'll see how that, if that wind speed drops down, to, nil to, whatever the case may be, to 2 miles an hour, or, will they have to contend with it all night long? Now, air temp is only 78, track temp of 86, so not too bad at all out there on the racing surface. Now, 150 laps in total. That is going to equivalent to 89.4 miles. So, track just a little bit. I mean, just a smudge bigger than a mile, half a mile, but not really. You might as well just call it a half-mile track, so because it's only barely just bigger than that. Now, tire-wise, could be a problem out here tonight. They only get 2 behind the wall, 3 in total for these guys. So they will start with a set and then 2 behind the wall to finish out the race here tonight. Of course, no fast repairs. They do have the 3 GWC attempts. If need be, they can use 1, 2, or all 3 if it comes down to it. Hopefully we don't see 1 here tonight, but, this is the fastest track they do go to here in season number 4. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they are able to tackle it here tonight. 40% fuel is the load here this evening, and not sure what that will equivalent into laps. You're probably still looking at 60 plus, 50, 60 plus laps out here on the track, as long as they don't spin it out of the turn or hit the wall like Scott just did. Now, pit road is a 35 miles an hour with a pace speed of 45. Now, I do have the point standings. Of course, we had those in the pre-race here before we just went live, but I do have them right here as well coming into this afternoon. Kitty Tripp up at the top spot at 1062. John Canizaro Jr. in second at 1026. Shane Colemeyer in third at 1019. He's actually tied with Benny Hogan for the third spot, so good battle between them two. Right there. Brett Meeks in 5th at 996. Scott Negus in 6th at 948. William Salamoni in 7th at 943. Mark Keedeman in 8th at 939. Bob Eldred in 9th at 829. And Jonathan Emerson rounding out our top 10 at 918. Brandon Kiger at 11th at 913. And Kyler Davis will round out the top 12 at 877. Of course, a lot can happen not only tonight, but in the next 5 races. Of course, tonight we'll put it with, after tonight, we'll put it at 5 races to go this season. So 6 in total, counting tonight. Let's see how they can get through Nashville Fairgrounds. We're going to step aside, though, play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. And, of course, heat race number 1 will be close to getting underway when we come back.
the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner gave way for the land under the brave, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner gave way for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV TV.
Alrighty, folks, we're set for heat race number 1. This is how we're going to line up. Mark Keeteman, John Canizaro Sr., Gary Eldred, Brett Meeks, Stephen Rex, Kyler Davis, Shane Colmeyer, and Kitty Tripp riding at shotgun here in the 9th car is going to be John Brancasio. So 9 drivers to start things off here for heat race numero uno here tonight. A big shout out to, of course, all the admins over here. Stephen Wheaton and Matt Pelletier. Big shout out to them. Here we go, folks. Pace car is off and away here tonight for the first time. Heat race number 1. Green is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are underway here tonight for heat race number 1. We'll give the loud boogity, boogity for race time. We won't blow out the voice early here, as Mark Keeteman gets a good gap over John Canizaro Sr. And whoa! John Sr. almost got into the 08, the 04. And I did hear him talk about some bumps out of turn number 2 here tonight. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. Oh, here we go. Wreck-It here already under the heat race number 1. Now remember, heat laps or caution laps under the heats do not count. So they will go 15 laps regardless. And it looks like the 0-2, the 5.58 might have got the 0-2 a little loose. The 0-2 gets squirrely. However, the 5.58 gets really loose and right down into the 66 of Brett Meeks. The 6 going to squeeze through that. There's the 62 going to edge through it as well. So for the first yellow here for heat race number 1, probably going to be well, let me see here. Probably going to be on the 5.58. We'll get the official word in here. And yeah, and it will be on the 5.58. Got loose and will receive an EO well. Of course, we've seen it collected, the 66 of Brett Meeks here, who is on pit road. We'll see if he does decide to come back out. Now, the damage they get, of course, folks, it's gonna be pretty interesting. All right, Ethan Wolf, down there. Mark Spotter not gonna be in the spotter stand for a couple of weeks, so he's gonna hang out in the stands with us here tonight. All right, glad to see you, Ethan. One of the spotters, and this is for, I believe, Mark Kedeman. So, here we go. Mark up front with the 08 of Gary Eldred, Steven Reck, Shane Kohlmeyer, Kitty Tripp, Kyler Davis. It is rounding out. John Brancasio is on pit road. All right, well, smash that like button, folks. We only got 1 like down there here as of right now. Please smash it. Hit it with a hammer. You would appreciate it. Not only myself, but, of course, the P.A.L.M.S guys. Oh, gotta take my shoes off. It's been a long day. Oh. Does Kitty Tripp have a spotter? I don't know. Good question. Good question. So I have no idea. All right, here we go. Pace cars down once again. Coming 2:12 to go here under the heat. Green is back out. Looks like the 2 get a good jump again. A good battle behind them. Already heating up. The 4 of Steven Reck, Shane Kohlmeyer. Oh, somebody else into the wall here. That was the 6 of Kyler, the 4, the 0-2, no yellow off of that. Wow, no yellow, folks, no yellow. So there will be no penalty on that from what I could see. It looks like right there, maybe some net code. Then the 4 straightens him up. So little quick rewind. But Shane Kohlmeyer coming down pit road. We cannot stay on that. Mark Kedeman. Oh, there's a yellow, though. All right. Now let's find out. Oh, John Canizaro Sr. here looks like again. Might have got loose. Oh, he hit those bumps. And, yeah, he got all sorts of wiggly. And hard into the inside wall. Back up onto the track. Back down into the inside wall. And then he hits the outside wall. And it looks like he might have glitched into it there and unfortunately had to tow to pit road. So, unfortunately, a part of it. So we will, of course, again, get the official word in here. Stephen Lane out there. Just got done mowing. Well, I need to do the same thing, but I might finish my yard up tomorrow. I got a good weed eater and a good lawnmower, so I'll probably get out there sometime tomorrow and finish mine up. So yeah, you're more than welcome to come up here and Steven and help me call this race. Of course, we're only in the heats right now, so you're not late. These heats ain't nothing. They're kind of easy to do. But it does look like everybody will start here tonight. Got me a new little plug, everybody. Thanks to my brother out there again for getting me that connection here. Of course, I'm going to have to do some major configuring in Windows because I still have to unplug it in order to get everything working. When I plug it up, nothing works. Not even my speakers. So I got to figure out how to do all that. So it looks like Mark, Gary, Kitty, Kyler, John, Brett. So a couple of guys on pit road here. Looks like only 5 of them out on the track right now. Well, take your time, Steven. Like I said, we're only in the heats. So just take your time. Jump the shower. You got plenty of time. All right, so you're rooting on the 12 of Kenny Tripp here tonight. All right. Well, this is only the heat, so still got a race to go. Of course, heat race number 1, whoever wins it will be on pole. Heat race number 2, whoever wins that will be on the outside of the pole sitter, so starting second. And then, of course, iRacing will line them up on the times that they did their heats in after that. So that is how they grid up. I learned it. Here we go. Again, pace car is off. And green is out once again. Mark Keedeman, Kitty Tripp, Gary Eldred. Here we go down into 1 and out of 2 here pretty quickly. And there's those bumps again. We're actually going to ride along here with, how about we ride along here with the number 6 of Kyler Davis here and see if maybe we can see where those bumps are. He might dodge them, but no, he ain't dodging them. You can just see those bumps out there, folks. Very treacherous. Kind of reminds me of old Daytona, of how gruesome those bumps are. Good battling here. Still now back to single file. 7 to go here tonight for heat race number 1. We are also waiting on Mr. Steven to join us here at the booth tonight. All right. No, he did jump in the shower. All right. Got it. Man, it's hot. For everybody that does not know, I live in Arkansas. Man, it was almost, I think, 90 today. It's way too early for 90 degrees. Some good battle back here. Steven Rex. Ooh. Looks like the 0-2 of Shane Kohlmeyer back here with him as well. Now, Shane, unfortunately, a lap down right now. But, oh, the 4. Oh, the 4 got into the bumps. The 0-2 got into the wall. Man, some good battling back here. The 62. That is John Brancasio right there in 5th. Still battling back. There's the 4, the 0-2, not for position. Then down into the corner here, the 0-8, the 62 now. Gary Eldred, and that is going to take us to 2 to go here. But look who it is. Kenny Tripp has caught the back end of the 2 of Mark Kedeman here. Coming to the white flag this time behind the 12. Ooh, got a little squirrely. 1 to go. Is Kenny Tripp going to be able to do something here? And down into 3 already. I'm going to have to make some camera adjustments, it looks like. And Mark Kedeman going to grab the pole out here tonight with the heat race number 1 win. Congratulations to Mark on the win here for heat race number 1. Let's go ahead and get him down here real quick. Mark, got a copy there, buddy?
10-4, yes, sir.
Well, you're going to grab the stage 1. Wow, I'm getting ahead. Heat 1 win out here. It's going to set you up for the top spot. Man, this track looks extremely fast and extremely difficult. What's it going to take?
It's going to take keeping your right front on it as fast as we're going around here. If you have a lot of wheel in this thing, you're just going to burn that sucker up. And if you ain't turning the middle part of this race or towards the end, I mean, it's game over.
No.
You're going to lose so much momentum.
All right, so be patient. Can't take care of the right front. I think we got it.
Yes, sir, pretty much.
All righty, Mark. Well, good luck down there, buddy. Congratulations on the heat win, and congratulations on getting the pole out here tonight.
Yep, hopefully we can put this thing in victory lane for the second week in a row. I think we got a good piece. Just got to keep the tires under it.
All righty.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. All right, Mark Kedeman. Let's go ahead and get him down here on the grid for heat race number 2. It's going to set him up with Benny Hogan, Arthur Hendren, Bob Eldred, Gerard Lawrence, Brandon Kiger, Scott Negus, Thomas Mitchell, John Canizaro Jr., and Jonathan Emerson. So that is our Heat 2 lineup here. Yep. Brian O'Dell going to let him on the pole. Well, all right, here we go. Heat race number 2 fixing to be underway. There it is. Green is out and boogity, 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 folks. Heat race number 2 underway here. 15 laps. Likewise, caution laps do not count, so they will run 15. As we are seeing the 27 of Gerard. Whoa, we got a car loose. That is the 85, Brandon Kiger. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it, because if not, a little bit of behind the scenes here, folks. Ooh. Ooh. All right, well, hang on just a second. I got to let these guys get on the back stretch here, and then I got to zoom in just a little bit. Uh-oh, we got a driver that's hitting the wall. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Not really liking that view either. A little bit too close, but nothing I can do about it. So Benny Hogan leading the way. Bob Elder, Gerard, John Canizaro Jr. already up into the 4th spot. Scott Negus, Brandon Kiger doing battle. Oh, Brandon, man, getting awfully squirrely as we are exiting here momentarily turn number 2, and definitely can still see those bumps out there, folks. It's a little bit of behind the scenes. And man, oh man, Brandon doing a very good job of hanging on to it. But boy, that car looks like it wants to snap out on him. Out of 2 again. Benny still leading the way. Now this is for the outside pole. So for second, as we hit the stripe. And that is going to take it to 9 to go here. Coming across. Oh, Bob smacking the wall. And we are exiting turn 2, different camera angle. I don't know what I like better. TV2 or TV3. I think I like TV3 better because I could see the vehicles a little bit better. Yep, no, they do not get waves around in the heat races. That will come, of course. Oh man. All right, out of turn number 4 across the stripe again. So now we are officially down to that 5 to go here tonight in heat number 2. The last heat, there will be no heat 3 or a Consi here. Make it 3 to go there at the line. So Benny Hogan going to try and hold off Bob Eldred. Gerard right there in 3rd. John Canizaro Jr. and Scott Negus. That's the top 5. Right now, Benny, though, has Bob on his tail. There at the stripe, it's going to be the 2 to go, folks. So 2 more laps. 8 more turns. That will set the outside pole. And, of course, it will set the rest of the field as well. Out of turn number 4. Here we go. White flag in the air. Benny Hogan trying to hang on to it. Oh. It looks like Benny will do just that. Coming out of turn number 4. Benny Hogan gonna win heat race number 2 here tonight. He will start 2nd. Let's go ahead and get Benny up here real quick. Benny Hogan, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you are gonna win the heat race number 2. That's gonna set you up in the front row on the outside of our pole center. What is it going to take out here tonight, aside from that right front? I mean, I've been hearing all about that right front here this evening.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to take. Take care of it. Just try to get a pretty much like last week, get a good set on the tires, and because it can either be a wreck fest or it can be a long run.
Yeah, and
so you kind of have to be ready for the one, but prep for the other one.
Yeah, definitely so. Now, of course, 40% fuel. What are we looking at fuel-wise on a long, on a pit run, on a fuel run, green flag pit stops? What's the average? You don't have to give me the exact, just the average laps.
It depends on how you run it, but I would say anywhere from 45 to 60 laps, somewhere in that range.
All right,
and more than likely more than 50. It's just going to depend on are you wanting to run up front and push the times, or are you wanting to make it where you can trap people laps down? It kind of depends on what your game plan is.
Okay, so regardless, let's say we go green all the way, regardless it would be 2 stops.
Oh yeah, it's gonna Yep.
All
I definitely feel like it's going to be a minimum of 2 stops.
Because you go say it's 60, you go 60 and 60, that's 120. So yeah, roughly about 2 stops, roughly.
Yeah, I mean that's you can probably make it on one. You're just going to have to from the very beginning know that you're racing for fuel instead of racing for position.
Yep. And is it worth losing points?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those nights.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So go get ready, get prepared. It looks like you are out there on the track, kind of doing a little warm up here. Stay off the wall. Been seeing a lot of people already hit the wall, so
It's hard doing
yep.
it and talking at the same time.
Oh, well, yeah, true. So, true. Yeah, true.
No,
All righty.
it's all good.
All righty, Benny. Good luck out there tonight. And again, congratulations on the outside here. Start up front. I think that's where everybody wants to start. So, good luck, bud.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yep. All right, Benny Hogan down there. We're now right now a 7th in our little warm up here, but coming down to the final 10 seconds here, they will get on the grid. We'll grid them up. We already know who our pole sitter is, and we already know who the outside of pole sitter is. Of course, second place, Benny Hogan. We will get them all lined up here momentarily as the checkered flag is out, and here we go. All right, so here it is, folks. The MaxspeedTV TV starting grid. Mark Keedeman, Heat 1 winner, grabbing the top spot here tonight. Benny Hogan, Heat 2 winners, going to start on the outside of him in second. Getting over here to Kenny Tripp, he'll start third. Bob Eldred 4th, Kyler Davis 5th, Gerard Lard 6th, Gary Eldred 7th, John Canizaro Jr. in 8th, John Brancasio 9th, and Scott Negus in 10th. Stephen Rex in 11th, Jonathan Emerson in 12th, Brent Meeks 13th, Brandon Geiger 14th, Shane Kohlmeyer in 15th, Arthur Hendren 16th, John Canizaro Sr. in 17th, and Thomas Mitchell will round out the 18-car field here tonight. All right. Well, we are rolling off here tonight, and I am being joined up here in the booth by Mr. Stephen Lane here. Not out there in a lane. He is up here in the booth. Little pun there. What's up, Stephen?
Oh, man. I'm telling you, it was hot out there mowing.
Oh, I bet. Oh.
And then I made the mistake of not turning the hot water on the shower and jumped in.
Oh.
Yeah, you talking about a wake-up call.
If you wasn't awake before, you're awake now.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, perfect timing, actually. We are girded up, rolling around the track here, getting ready to start the race here, bud. So, you know, Nashville Fairgrounds, one of those tracks, another one that's not hardly raced on. You know, it's coming back into NASCAR, from what I understand, so it's nice to see them using it again. But I'll get my Nashville Fairgrounds fixed here on iRacing. So, but here we go. Pace car is off and away for the first time here tonight. And it is going to be green flag. Here we go, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing here tonight at Nashville Fairgrounds. Let's see how fair they can be.
I was listening to some of the race earlier on the heat races, and sounds like it's pretty tight track.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and there is some bumps coming out of turn number 2 that you have got to be careful. Especially if you're on the inside, you've got to be careful. And already.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. And so if you hit those bumps, it will literally send you to the outside. And, you know, if you're pushing up into a driver, you know, you really don't want to, you know, end up, you know, causing a big accident. But, you know, right now they're doing fairly good. I mean, we're only 3 laps into the race, so they have
a little door banging right there.
Yep, that would be, I believe that is the 08 of Gary Eldred Gerard. Nope. Wait, I am all mixed up here. There we go. We got it fixed. That would be Kenny Tripp, Kyler Davis, Jonathan Emerson, Gary Eldred. Of course, still got the side by side. Oh man, we see the 85 of Brandon Kiger in the heats do the same thing, man. And I've told these guys already, Steven, to stay off the wall, and they just don't listen.
Well, because you said something.
I know, right? And don't be interviewed by me because, well, you know what'll happen.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
First-hand knowledge.
Yep, first time. Oh, no, here we go, the 85. Yep, first a yellow, and this is going to collect. Oh! This is going to collect several more here. Looks like Gary Eldred and in the 08, and I believe that is going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something.
What'd you do?
I don't know what I've done. I honestly don't know what I've done. There we go. I fixed it. All right. So it looks like it is going to be Gary Eldred and, oh, Brandon Kiger. Oof. It looks like it actually started back here out of turn 2, and I believe it was the product of the bumps. As the 85 gets all bumpy, and whoop, nope, right there it was. Wow. So we'll get a little camera angle on this. We'll take a little rewind, and we'll keep going until we could figure out kind of what happened on our end of the stick, and then we'll get the official word in from NASCAR, or the admins. And it looks like the bumps. Oh, the 8 got loose. And then right down into the 85. And then it was kind of on from there. The 85 thought maybe he was clear. It was not. And it comes right back up. And just nowhere to go. And we're going to see several more get involved in this as well. Looks like right there, oh, the 5.58 of John Canizaro Sr. plowing.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurt. All right, so first yellow of the evening here tonight.
I got into iRacing just in time because you do not want to know what was just said.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely not PG rated.
Nah, probably more like PG 21, maybe.
Could be.
Could be.
I don't know much about Nashville track,
I
so
don't either.
I'm not gonna. Let me see what I can find out here.
All right, here we go. Green flag's back out already. Oh, that didn't take long. It looks like Kathleen Kedeman out there here tonight. How you doing, Kathleen? I don't know much about it either. I don't know much about Nashville. I know it's got some banking to it, that's for sure. You can see that out of, into 1 out of 2 and then down into 3 and 4. It's not flat. There is banking. So,
Yeah.
Shane Colemeyer, good battle back here between Shane and Gerard. Oh, that's it, and there goes Gerard around. Oh, no. No yellow. 1 car, right? Looks like 1 car, no yellow. No yellow. Well, let me go ahead and take a look here, and it looks like for the feature race on that yellow there, the one and only one we've had, the 85 received an EOL due to coming up into the 08. So
I got to give these admins credit in the RC that they got. He does a good job about reviewing stuff fairly quickly.
yes, he does. Yeah, he does.
We don't have a lot of beating around the bush with this group.
Nope.
That's for sure.
Nope. It looks like Brandon Kiger getting into the wall again. Gary, Scott, Arthur kind of going through, moseying on through the field here. Man, that 85 needs to stay off that wall. He's already got some right front damage on that machine. The 08 of Gary is right on his tail. Gary also has some right front. He's also got some left front damage too here from that angle.
Excuse me. I guess it would help if I had my ATVO up.
Yeah, that might be that would constitute not a problem not having that up. Yes, that is Steven's voice. Yep. They got a Ricky Bobby it. If you ain't first, you're last. Old Paul out there. There's Craig out there. Paul is one of my gamer friends that I play a game with. Yeah.
Would that be Shorty?
That would be Shorty. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Shorty or Shorts, whichever. Shorty. He's known as Shorty and Ronin, or Shorts and Ronin, Shorty and Dragon. It's the different clans. I'd rather for him to be a dragon, but I guess we gotta love to hate him, Kathleen Kiedeman, she was just saying her maiden name is Lane. So, might be a long relative there, Steven.
If you are kin to me, you are in trouble. I'm just saying, Kathleen, it might not be a good thing.
I don't think it's as much trouble as Steven's already in with the warden.
Well, the warden's not feeling real good tonight. Her vertigo tried to act up on her, so
man,
you guys don't mind keep her in her prayers, and hopefully she kicks over this pretty quickly.
Man, that's tough. That is tough.
It is.
Man.
It puts her down.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hopefully she gets to feeling better. All right.
I do too.
Yeah. Oh, not to change the subject there, but the 85 hit the wall again.
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, this is probably going to be one of those nights that we're going to be picking on the 85 if you don't stay off the wall. I remember a few wet races back, there was a driver. We caught every single time he hit the wall, and he even posted it in Discord. They caught everything. They even caught me hitting the wall 9,000 times. Can't remember who that was, but...
I think I got a pretty good idea. Would his initials be DA?
It was in this league.
Oh, in this league. Okay.
No, it was in this league. No.
I was thinking of somebody else.
Yes, I seen it, bub. I just can't top. I did see it. All right, good, solid racing right now. Not much to talk about, as of right now. We've had a few battles, but looks like the top four are kind of breaking away from the field here. Kitty Tripp back into fifth after starting third, but still a long way to go. So nowhere near the toward the end where these guys are going to have to make some adjustments or some moves. Now, it is a fixed setup, so they are limited to the adjustments they can make, but those adjustments that they can make could help or hurt depending on what you do. So
1 or 2 degrees or ratio step between first and last. Honestly,
yeah,
running a 10-1 may be good for some, but somebody may be running a 12-1 and be just a little bit faster.
Yep, or 16-1.
Oh God! I tried that one time. It didn't work out well for me.
Yeah, I don't run 16-1s unless I'm on a super speedway, because then you just barely have to turn it.
Exactly.
All right, well, checking it out here, Gerard back in 16th after starting 6th. But, like I say, these guys, even though they're lapsed out or not lapsed out or, at the tail end, really, you can't count them out. I mean, we're only 32 laps into the 150 laps here tonight. So, Mark's got a pretty good I would say a good lead. He does have John Canizaro Jr., though. We know that name well, Steven.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he started 8th. He has already found the 2nd spot here tonight. Benny Hogan, who started in 2nd, back in 3rd, so he really hasn't, per se, you know, moved back a whole lot. Does look like Arthur Hendren, though, is down pit road here.
Yeah, he's showing a lap down, and then looks like John Canizaro Sr.
Yeah,
has taken it behind the wall.
Yeah, he is 27 laps down, so yeah, I don't think he is going to come out. He could, you know, go ahead and come out and maybe finish the race, and it looks like Arthur is coming back out onto the racetrack. Does not take long to go laps down either. Especially,
no, not on the. I mean, you're talking about just a little over a half a mile.
Yeah, barely. I think it's like 0.568 or 0.5 something or another. Yeah, it's not.
Let's see. According to this, it is a .596.
0.596. Wow.
Just barely over a half a mile.
Man.
Which makes for really tight racing too.
Yep.
I mean, but it also makes for a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
If you're not, if you're not smooth and clean, and if you're driving too hard, like I think it was Mark you were talking to, was talking about the right front.
Yeah, Mark Keteman, and then of course Benny Hogan. You know, both of them even mentioned that right front. You know. And then I mentioned it.
Yeah, you eat that right front, it's going to push you. Yep. You're not going to be able to control that car.
Yep. Bob Eldred's got a pretty good view back here. Let's ride along with Bob here real quick. Kind of, you know, hey, he's holding on to the 4th spot right where he started. So, you know, he's having a good run out here, you know, early on in the race. Coming up on lap 40 here just now. It should update there momentarily. Or, yeah, there it went. So, you know, Bob, man, hitting those bumps. We could see it here, cockpit with Bob out of 2, man. Kind of reminds me of old Atlanta in a way, or old Daytona, I should say.
Yeah, that's old Daytona.
Yeah, old Daytona with these bumps on the inside. But Bob is doing a fantastic job of, you know, hanging on to that card. A good battle up ahead of him here between Hogan and Canizaro Jr. here, or John Jr., as my brother calls him. So let's, JJ. Yeah, I don't know if you'd like that too. That's my cat's name. If I say JJ, he may come running.
He might think you have snacks.
Yeah, right. And man, a good battle though here between the 777 and the 7. Boy, 7777.
Wow.
Right here together. Might as well throw the 13 in the mix too. Here he comes. Oh, and then the more they race, the further Mark and Benny's gonna get. Don't worry, I have not forgot about everybody else. Just kind of keep it on where the battle is here. Now, Kenny Tripp is under, kind of in a bit of a pickle here as well. He is in between, it looks like the 37 of, who is that? Or is that the 27? No, that's the 37. That's Arthur Hendren. And, well, now that I say that, and Shane Kohlmeyer, now the 12 of Kenny Tripp, going to trip it up into that 5th spot.
So you can say, I got Kenny Tripp in between, and 5th in between Bob and Shane.
Well, I was talking, he is now, but the 37 of Arthur Hendren was up ahead of him. That wasn't for position, though.
Oh,
but he was up there.
Lap traffic.
Yeah, lap traffic. Yeah, we'll just call it lap traffic because that's what it was. All right, we know you was in the heat, Steven, but it don't mess it up that bad.
Hey. I'll tell you, it was warm.
I don't like these camera angles, though, on this track. Man, I'm going to have to make some adjustments later.
Somebody I know is supposed to be sending me a camera pack.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm trying to rack my brain on I keep forgetting. Sorry. All right. Good vibrations, or is this bad vibrations?
I don't. You know, this is really good racing. I
Yeah.
mean, this has been a long.
The 2. Wow. Mark Kinnaman all over the back of the 85 here. Now, Brandon Kiger does not have to give him that spot. Brandon not wanting to go a lap down, but door to door as the leader goes to the inside and screaming out of a turn number, well, that was 2, and now down into 3 already. See, it don't take long.
Oh, Mark just got a little bit wiggly.
Oh, them tires, man. Them tires may becoming a factor here now. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here again. We was able to get kind of an insight on the fuel, somewhere between the ballpark of 45 to 60. I know that's a big gap, but I did not want to know the exact number because there is people that do listen. So,
oh yeah,
well, just kind of a 15-lap gap there. It could be anywhere between that or after that. So, we are going to be coming up on lap 54 there. So here in about 6 laps, we will see who decides to come down, who's saving, who's not, who's spinning. No, that was, I think, the 85 again. Yep. No yellow, though. And door to door, oh, the 777 to the 85. And the 85. I think got the rough end of the stick on that one because he's going to hit the wall and, man, more damage. As Shane Colmeyer is on pit road here.
You got Kenny Tripp knocking on his back door right now, too.
Yep. As that little dinosaur would say in The Land Before Time. Oh! Mitchell scraping the wall there. Oh, you seen that too, didn't you?
I did.
Wow, let's get a MaxspeedTV rewind on this. We're going to get up here on, let's see here, who would be the quickest? Brandon Kiger here. And it looks like right there. Wow, boy, man.
It looks like Brandon's going to go ahead and come down pit road, too. So.
Looks like John Canizaro Jr.'s down as well. Thomas Mitchell coming down right behind him. And we're going to go ahead and take a look here. It looks like, coming down there is the 85 and then the 68 right behind him. And it looks like more drivers down pit road here tonight. So pit road starting to heat up a little bit. So we are coming up on lap 60 here, Steven. So, that's about right.
Well, like I said, I don't know much about this track or what are they running, 45%?
40% is what they're
40%?
running yet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So they should be getting close. Here comes Mark down pit road.
Yeah, Bob Eldred's also down. So, a leader is coming down now. So, Benny Hogan's going to be right behind him. Kenny Tripp did stay out, so he will lead a lap here. Looks like Jonathan Emerson has stayed out as well. Scott Negus, Kyler Davis. Now, some of these guys also could be banking on a yellow here, too. Here comes Kenny Tripp. And he almost tripped it in. Oh, gosh.
Just about ran through his pit box. Now, I'm sure you probably said this, but what's the gap on the points?
Oh, we got them right here. We can pull them up here on the broadcast. From first to second, it looks like a pretty good lead. So 26, 36, 46, 56. So 30-plus-ish points between Tripp and Canizaro Jr. That is first and second. And then Shane Colmeyer and Benny Hogan's actually tied for third. So That is our point standings. You can pause it if you want to and look at it. I got to get back up on this.
No,
so,
you're
yeah.
all right. I was just curious. I didn't know if you'd already showed it or not.
Yep. Paul out there saying they must go faster. Well, they're going about as fast as they can to be safe, you know.
I don't think with these cars chastaining the wall would be advisable.
Oh, why not?
Because once these cars get on the wall, they don't come off. It's just something about these cars when you get into the wall, they just like to stick to it. I mean, you have to really back off with them and brake and slow way down to be able to get it back off the wall.
All right. Well, it looks like we're seeing, well, the Scott Negus, Steven Rex, Brett Meeks, the last three drivers that actually need to come down pit road at some point. Now, Scott has been out here 59, Brett 59. Steven Rex has been out here, according to mine, 67 laps.
I'm showing Scott, Brent, Rex, all out 67.
Here comes Steven Rex down pit road. Okay, well, I think you got started late, so you're going to see 67 on yours. Looks like Negus is down, Rex is down. Now, Brett Meeks is the last driver that needs to come down pit road. And then, of course, this is getting everybody, you know, kind of spread out here. Yeah, we will have battles, don't get me wrong, but everybody's going to be on a different, you know, tire strategy. Fuel, I would say probably a little different. You know, a few laps, you know, how many laps you can save, I have no idea. I don't think you'd be able to save much. You would end up losing position, so.
Yeah, and you're not going to get much draft on these short tracks either. And really, you're right. It's just going to come down to the tires.
Yeah, I think tires are going to be the important thing. I really do. We're still waiting on Brett Meeks to come down pit road. He has not came down, so now he does have Mark Keteman, though. I would say about 10 seconds behind him in closing, so still a little bit of gap there between the 66 and the 2, but nevertheless, Brett's going to have to do something at some point, but man, he's doing a good job, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, I had a coughing fit.
I've had plenty of those. I had one today at work. Thought I was about to die. Don't ever try to cough and swallow water at the same time. It don't work out too well.
No, it don't.
Nope.
Neither does Dr. Pepper, zero sugar and coughing.
Safety. Who needs that? Going back to my comment about trying to be safe. Wow. Well, lap 75 here, folks. I got to give these guys credit. We are, of course, at the halfway mark, and I'm hearing some scrapage going on somewhere. Divided by 2. Yep, that's 75 laps in the books here tonight. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. One caution for 4 laps. 75 to go. 3 lead changes. That's it. That's all we've had so far here tonight. Great racing. So I would say coming up on really close to more than half of the race, as they always try to do, you know, under green. So now could we still get that, you know, yellow here tonight? Yeah. I mean, we can't say no until the white flag, really. So good racing. Looks like Brett still has about a half. I'd say about a half a track to mark. But golly, Brett's been out here going on.
Nope, he's going in pit.
70 laps. That's going to put him at about, wait, no. Yeah, 70 laps. That's going to put him at about the 140-ish mark. Mark Keedeman did take back over the lead, so now is Brett going to be able to go the distance? Is he going to be able to do it in one stop?
You know, I don't think so. He's going to have to at least pit one more time. At least, if not, how many sets of tires do they get?
They get 3 in total. One set they start with and 2 behind the wall. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So he's got one more set of right sides that he can take on.
And probably 2 lefts, but do you really want to do that?
Well, I mean, if he does a pit between, before the end of the race, because he's not going to have enough fuel to finish the race. I don't think.
I'm kind of right there with you, but man, I've seen some weird stuff. So
now, if there's a caution, he can come in, splash the fuel, and he'll have enough.
Yeah.
But
Monster Man Motorsports out there, he's saying put some Indy cars on this track, and there's your speed.
absolutely.
Oh, man. Hey, I would have to agree. I'd like to see that.
I'm going to have to try that.
No.
I've got the Delaria.
Yeah, the Delaria IR18 or the IR19 or
the new one.
The new one, yeah. I think I've got the old one.
I may have to get that car out on this track to see what it does. Oh, Kenny into the wall a little bit.
Oh, Kitty trip. All right, Kitty, we know you want to trip it up, but not that way. Oh, welcome to Nashville Fairgrounds, folks. Located in Nashville, on the outskirts of Nashville, Tennessee. Of course, the Nashville Super Speedway, also on the outskirts of Nashville. So, 2 tracks. I always thought Nashville Super Speedway was a fake track. But
fake track.
Yeah, fake track. Kind of like the iRacing Super Speedway or the Coca-Cola Super Speedway. That's a fake track.
Okay.
It's not a real track. It's not a real track. That's what I call fake tracks.
Well, I got a little trivia for you.
Okay.
How many times did Richard Petty win here at Nashville?
Oh golly, doesn't he have the most wins?
No.
I'm gonna say he has won.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna say he has won 12 times.
That's close.
Well,
Out of Richard Petty's 200 career victories, 9 of them have come from Nashville.
Wow. I overshot it just a little bit, but hey, that's close. All right, Monster Man Motorsports said if his advice would be stay up near the wall.
Really?
I guess so. Now, I don't know if you want to stay up near the wall here in this car.
No, I think he may have been talking about the Delaria.
I think so. It looks like Carter Russo out there rooting on Keedeman.
Brian Odell's rooting on Kenny Tripp.
Yeah, Brian's rooting on Kitty. Kitty's sitting back here in 5th right now. Still a little bit to go, though, but coming up on lap number 93 here momentarily. And
Your brother. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Your brother just cracked me up.
It might have been in Nashville, Arkansas. It never said. So technically, I could have just said it was in Nashville, and I wouldn't have been wrong. Good battle up here. Looks like Mark Keedman. Oh, that's the 62. John Brancasio. Now, he is 3 laps down. And, you know, unfortunately, if we do not get a yellow, and I'm saying this because we've ran green here for, I don't know, for what feels like 1,000 laps, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But the guys that are laps down, you know, they won't get their waiver rounds.
Right.
So I know these guys are definitely wanting to try to run this green the rest of the way. It's going to be interesting if they can even, you know, who can make it and who can't. Oh, man, here we go with the yawning.
Well, you can stop all that.
Yep, long day at work again today.
Yeah, it was.
That's all right. You got off work and had to come and mow. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, I made a little money on it.
Looks like John Brancasio, there he is. Oh, something's going on with John as he's letting these guys go by, but he keeps getting into that wall, and he's being safe. Don't get me wrong. He is being safe.
You know, sometimes that's the smart play.
Yeah.
I mean, if your lap's down.
Yeah, just let them go by. Looks like John's
them
coming
go
down
by.
pit road here for the final time. So, yep. Oh, John. No, that was not John. Man, lap car behind Mark Keedeman here. Who was that? Steven Rex. Yeah, he popped the wall. He wrecked it.
He wrecked it.
He wrecked it. I haven't really seen anybody chastaining it around here,
No.
so they might have a rule against that. Don't know. Steven T-Rex, my brother says. He's got the 6 behind him of Kyler Davis. These two are the first drivers a lap down, Steven Rex and Kyler. So that is for position. That is for what you would, I guess, call the lucky dog spot. These guys still battling it out. Looks like Kyler is going to overtake Steven. You can just see the flames shoot out of the back end of these cars, and I think that is awesome. What they should do is put a couple of spark plugs right there into the back and wire them, and that's what I think they should do anyway. That's just my opinion. But good racing. 103 here tonight of 150. Of course, no stages, 3 GWC attempts. Absolutely, positively, 0 fast repairs. If they have a fast repair, then they have done something highly illegal.
I'm back here watching this back group. Kenny is tied up with all the lap traffic right now.
Oh, yeah, that's ahead
Which, I mean, they're all running good.
Yep.
So, I mean, they're not really blocking him. So
Gerard, Brett Meeks, and Kenny. Yep, and Kenny out of this group.
Gerard got into the wall a little bit.
Don't call. Oh, who's coming down pit road? That is Colmeyer down. And John Catanzaro Jr. down. Ooh. So they will be able to make it from here.
So I had Colmeyer at 50 laps and John Jr. at 48 or 44.
Well, they will.
48.
They will be able to make it because of, you know, we're looking at 45 to 60. We even seen a driver go out there 70 laps. So that's probably majorly saving, though, 70 laps.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so we'll kind of see how it all, you know, kind of cycles through here. But Scott Negus, he is the last driver on the lead lap here in 5th. And Mark Keedeman is just hit the stripe there. That's going to be 109 of 150 completed. Well, 108 completed. We're on 109 right now. So, been a good, solid race. And a big shout out to, of course, again, everybody out there in chat here tonight. those of you that are not talking, those of you that are talking, looks like a Justin Phipps out there. Hopefully you'll be up Slinger next week. Yeah, I was kind of curious on where you were at here tonight. Looks like Benny Hogan down pit road here as well. Monster Man Motorsports, Carter Russo, Brian Odell, my brother Shorty out there here tonight. Kathleen in chat. And I know we've got 16 people out there watching right now, but we only have 2 likes. We could easily hit 10 likes out here this evening. Smash the like button, folks. Stephen Rex on pit road. Here comes Kitty Tripp down pit road. Gary Eldred down pit road. Brandon Kiger down pit road. Mark Keeneman down pit road. Golly, Stephen. They just keep on coming.
Well, I posted the link in the chat, so you guys out there in chat world, be sure you share that link. I know we don't have a lot of laps left. It's going fast, but bring some more people in.
We're growing not only here at MaxspeedTV, TV, but of course all the leagues that I do here or are done over here on MaxspeedTV. TV. It gets bigger and bigger every week. We are still shooting for that 10,000 subscriber mark, folks. So once we hit that, we'll have a bigger race, and we might even get Rudy back up here and give some stuff away to the fans and to the drivers. And Scott Negus is getting some tires here. So, trying to hit that 10K mark.
I'm going to throw out a little shameless plug here. Don't get it tomorrow night. Got a race tomorrow night. Come watch some good racing. I think we are at Bristol tomorrow night.
Yep, the Downforce Racing Series.
And come see me running the MaxspeedTV.live car.
Yeah, .com, .live.
Beautiful Ford Mustang. I got to thank your brother for helping me get that together.
Yeah.
Jeremy really helped me out, and then Friday night we got our first race of the new season.
Unfortunately, Friday Night Beer League Season 4 will not be broadcasted here.
So got to call.
Yeah, Jonathan Emerson is down pit road at the same time. So Gary,
who that was?
Gary Eldred, it looks like, in the 08 here. Let's see. Oh, it looks like he contacted the wall several times. Look, got on the apron, and then he got loose. Then he scrapes the wall. He's dirt tracking it. Gets loose again. Gets loose, and then, well, around she went. Man.
Well, at least he was able to keep it on the low side of the track.
Yeah.
And not get in anybody's way.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Second yellow here. We'll get the official word here from the admins here, but I think we could probably figure out what transpired on there. But like I said, it's just my call, and I don't make those final calls.
Nope.
So coming to lap 120 here. It's been a very, very, very good race. Now we're going to get down into the nitty-gritty, though, Steven. So, although we've only had 2 yellows, with everybody being kind of smashed back together now, on the next restart, it could get a little crazy out on the track.
Yeah, getting this close to the end of the race, and you're going to start seeing guys pushing their cars a little bit harder than what they have been. For sure.
Yeah. Now, who has the tires and who doesn't? Looks like we're going to get some waiver rounds here. So it is going to be the 08 self-spin.
I was watching the current leader, Jonathan Emerson, who went down pit road. He took 4 tires and fuel.
I had to take my headset off for a minute. I heard something going on. I don't know what the deal was. All right, so the 55, the 4, and the 62 will get waves. They do it a little bit different over here. They give waiver rounds to drivers not involved in it. The first 3 drivers a lap down get a waiver round. So, kind of puts...
RC, yeah, RC, oh, sorry. RC just said 1 to green this time around.
1 to green. All right, here we go. Everybody lining back up, side by side. Looks like it's going to be Keteman, Canizaro Jr., Shane Colmeyer, Benny Hogan, Kyler Davis, Kitty Tripp, Bob Eldred, Brent Meeks, Gerard Lawrence, and Jonathan Emerson rounding out the top 10. Pace car down off the way to the safety of pit road once again here tonight. Coming to the restart, Mark's got the outside line here, so probably wanted to, not be near the bumps. Green back out. Here we go, folks.
I'm sitting there looking at Kyler's car, man. He's got a beautiful blue and white but black trim.
Kyler,
car.
Kyler Davis. Yeah, oh, the 12 and Kyler getting pretty close together.
Yeah.
Kitty Tripp right there, too. There's Kitty. Oh, Kitty popping those. Man, those bumps. I don't know how they hang on to it. Mark Keteman, though, has led 99 laps, make it 100. Uh-oh. What?
I was just still watching
Oh.
Tyler and Kenny and a little bit of door banging going on. He's led how many laps?
That time by would be 101.
Holy cow.
Started on pole and never looked back. Of course, we, during those pit stops, people staying out leading. So, that kind of, he's going to come away with the most laps led regardless. So, a lot of laps. I don't know. Is Mark getting? Is it? I don't know if it's boring up there or not. But
Well, I'll tell you right now, it's never boring when you're behind the wheel of a car.
Oh, I know. I've raced. I just don't have time to race anymore. Don't worry, folks. Y'all's gonna see me get out here on iRacing one of these days, and then y'all's gonna laugh at me and tell me to stay up in the booth. So,
I'm gonna be nice to you tonight, Josh. I would like to see you out there with us one time.
it'll happen sooner or later. Probably later, but
well, that way I can either push you or turn you, depending on what's going on.
meanie. As my brother said, I'd wreck you for a Klondike bar.
Well, he's already offered me one.
Wow. All right, here we go. 20 laps to go. And this is what I like about P.A.L.M.S here is they get her done.
Yeah.
It's almost 8:30 or 8:15 Central Time, so might as well say 8:30. We'll just round it down, to the 30-minute mark. Keteman. Ooh, scrapey. He's coming up on the 85 now.
Yeah, Brandon was up in the wall, and I think so. I've had that happen before. You get focused on a target, and sometimes the target may be another car.
Follow the leader.
Yeah, it happens. It's not anything that any driver really can. Because you're trying to watch the car to see what they're going to do. If they're going to stay high, come down, so you can anticipate. But sometimes it just runs you up in the wall because you're focused on that target.
Yeah. All
There
right.
really has been some good racing tonight, man.
Yeah, looking at our cautions here again. 2 cautions in total for 8 laps, 16 laps to go, 6 lead changes. So they have ran this race, what would you say, right now at about 89% roughly or more?
Close to it.
Yeah. 111 laps under his belt for Mark Keteman. And he's going to take 112 here at the stripe, and he's going to take 14 to go. Wow.
I think that would be right at 90%.
Of the race that he's led.
Yep.
Yeah. 14 laps to go. It'll be 13 here at the stripe. Oh, we're going to have a yellow, though. And no. I seen the 12 involved in that. And the 85. Uh-oh. All right. Well, let's see here. Looks like, ooh, right there, the 85 coming up, launching it down. Very close there between the 85 and the 02. They may have touched, and then right there, the 02 comes up to the back of the 85, and, well, we just kind of seen what happened there. Several more drivers going to get involved in this, it looks like. As we get back here to, of course, Brandon Kiger, and then they wreck up ahead of them here. Scott Negus going to get some damage there. Looks like Kitty Tripp. And, of course, Brandon Kiger. Wow.
Kenny had nowhere to go. Yeah, Kenny just had nowhere to go.
All right.
That was, just like you said, it's my opinion, but from what I'm seeing on my replay, a little bumping going on between Kohlmeyer and
Kiger,
and Kiger.
Yeah.
And looked like Kohlmeyer got him on the right rear bumper.
It could, yeah, definitely looked like it from the far angle. Of course, I didn't zoom down on it, but that's what it looked like. We'll get the official word in here from NASCAR, but, you know, I'm going to start calling them NASCAR. No, I am not any way, shape, or form sponsored by NASCAR. I just think it's good to give nicknames.
Man.
Still waiting on the official word, but Keteman, though, 116 laps, 10 to go. Now, caution laps under the race do count. However, in the heats, they don't. It's a little bit different, you know, style racing that they do here over at Palms. Palms Wednesday, as my brother calls it. Looks like
Brancasio, Eldred, and Mitchell all got waiver rounds.
Yep. Kiger did not because he was involved in that. Looks like the 85 will receive an EOL and a black flag. Ooh. So what that is an EOL to the end of the longest line, and then a drive-through, I believe, is the black flag. I believe. Well, this time will be 8 to go. It should be 7 to go when we get the green. This should be the one to go here. And it is.
I was going to ask, green GWCs, we got 3?
3 attempts if we have to use them, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I was looking at the information, but I didn't see that on there.
All right, here we go. Coming to the restart here. It'll be 7 to go once the green flies. And then we will be back underway here. And Mark is on the loud pedal. Everybody's on the loud pedal. So Brandon Kiger will have to go around the track and come down pit road. And it looks like a lot of opening, a lot of space given up front. Brandon Kiger. He may be waiting another lap here just to make sure he's got enough room. But I think a black flag. Oh, Brandon into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here he comes. He's coming down
All
pit
right.
now.
So he is coming down pit road. I believe they only got 3 laps to do it. So 5 to go, coming to 4 to go the next time by. So Brandon will go another lap down here as Mark and company is coming back around. This is going to take it 4 to go at the stripe. We get a yellow now. That'll set us up for a GWC attempt. We don't want a yellow. We want to get to the white flag. We got Kiedemann, Canizaro Jr., and Hogan. 1, 2, 3. Cole Meyer there in 4th. Kyler Davis in 5th. That's the top 5. And then Kenny Tripp's right behind them. But it's still anybody's ball game. Well, race, I should say. Speaking of ball game, who won the Arkansas game, bub? I'm going to bring that up just out of the clear blue here tonight.
He also asked what happens if a driver does not go down pit road if they get a black flag.
They would be DQ'd by iRacing.
Yep. White flag.
White flag in the air, 1 to go. Here we go. Things are going to heat up. Battle for second. John Jr., Benny Hogan. Lap traffic even coming up here with the 85 and out of turn number 4. It is going to be Mark Kiedemann grabbing the win out here tonight. John Canizaro Jr. in second. Benny Hogan grabbing the top 3 spot. Shane Colemeyer in the 4th position. And Kyler Davis will round out the top 5. Of course, our podium will be Kiedemann, Canizaro Jr., and Benny Hogan. So hang tight. We will get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV TV post-race show. Have a word with these guys and then talk about next week. Now only 5 races remain in season number 4. So winding it down going into next week. So hang tight, folks. We will be right Alrighty, folks, we're back. We have caught up with the top 3 here tonight. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Benny Hogan up here this evening. Well, Benny, you started second here tonight. We talked to you after winning heat race number 2, and it just really, like you said, I think tires and everything kind of played a factor out here tonight. But now that we know how the race went, let's kind of, get your insight on, what was going on down there on the track here this evening, the bumps, the pit stops, and the whole 9 yards, man. Talk about it.
All right. So so at the first stint, checked my tires. Looked at how much I had used them in that first run, and I saw where I was at percentage-wise, and I said, well, I can push it harder and know I can make up a little bit of time. And then for the second stop, I did a little bit of a short pit to try to gain some time, and it somewhat worked out. That late caution kind of bunched us all up, and we were all on equal tires. I mean, us top 3. I mean, we were neck and neck. It was if somebody made a mistake, that was how he was going to get by them, and which is, that's how I like it. It's good competition. I got respect for both of them guys that finished in front of me, and we raced each other nice and hard and clean, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun.
Going into, of course, we've now got 5 races left. One of the tracks I was down there during part of the drivers' meeting. Of course, I kept, a lot of it to myself because, that's between, RC and the drivers. But one of the things that I am going to bring up is Slinger. No, that track is, a different, whole nother animal. I don't know anything about Slinger. I don't know who knows about Slinger, but going into that track and having a very good race here tonight, what's the momentum? What's the mindset going into a track like Slinger?
The mindset is going to be Darwinism. It's going to be survival of the fittest, I think. We don't know much about it at all. The pit road is completely different from anything we do on the track, on the schedule. It's just going to be a matter of stay out of trouble, don't get any wrecks, and just absolutely just finish the race on the lead lap. That is going to be my goal.
So basically, just finish your race.
Yeah. Well, at that little track, finishing on the lead lap is I think going to be a pretty hefty goal.
All right. Well,
because it's going to be easy to get in some trouble, real easy.
Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna actually get a look at that track to see if I can maybe learn a few things about it. Because I don't know anything about it. So
if you do, you let me know.
Okay. Well, I don't race, so I'm just gonna try to find some YouTube videos or something and look at it. So. Awesome job grabbing a third out here tonight, buddy. Of course, Slinger, you've already talked about it. You know what it's going to take down there, going into next week. Steven, do you have anything for Benny here tonight before we let him go?
Benny, good race tonight. I kind of came in a little late. I didn't get to catch all the heat races, but from what I've seen, you guys were running pretty hard, and I've never run this track, but is it a pretty tight track, or I mean?
No, it's not really tight. It's sweeping corners, except coming out of 2, you got some bumps. You got to hit them just right, or it'll throw you to the wall. But it's you're on the gas. This is like a Daytona track for these late models. I mean, you're on the gas and you're on it a lot. You're on the chip about just past halfway on each straightaway, and so you're hauling the mail, and the corners are nice and quick. So if you don't set the car right, you've lost a lot of time.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, good, definitely good racing tonight. A lot of green flag racing. So good job, buddy.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it.
All righty. Well, do you have any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your third here tonight? Of course, get ready for Slinger, bud.
Yeah, I'll just, as always, I thank Matt and Steven putting us on, you guys, for giving us a great broadcast to go back and watch back. It's a joy to be able to watch back and see how things are done, and it's very nice. And I think I can speak for the rest of the league. We appreciate it very much. You do a great job, and the guys that I raced against tonight, everybody raced each other clean that I had to race against, and respectable, and that's really all we can ask for. It just makes for a good time.
Oh yeah, and you guys, I mean, I know the goal is always to try to run at least, I believe it's 80% of the race. I think y'all ran like 90% of the race here tonight under green. So
Yeah.
every
Was it 2 or 3? Was it 2 or 3
2 or
cautions, I think?
3, yes, it wasn't
Yeah.
bad. No, it wasn't bad at all. It could have been a lot worse.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all righty, Betty, we'll go celebrate your third here tonight, buddy. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to the 777 here tonight of John Kitazaro Jr. or, as Steven said, I'm going to throw him under the bus here, JJ. John, man, you started in 8th here tonight, a little bit, in the pack, so you had to kind of muscle, I guess, your way through the field. Talk about the struggles, if you had any, and the battles out there, and how you managed to, of course, get up in front and wiggle around everybody, and then, of course, battle Mark here, possibly for a win, and, of course, keep second here away from Benny.
Yeah, I don't know what my luck is in these heat race draws. All of a sudden, I'm starting last in like every heat race, and of course, that track, so you can't go anywhere. So, I didn't feel that bad. And like in the first 12 laps, I was already up to 3rd or 2nd or something like that. And then, and not my favorite track. I ran the All-American 400 here. Me and Benny did last year, and even then, I still hated the racetrack in the super late model. The thing sucks. That bump and turn to everything you can imagine. I've been having good luck ever since my little run-in at the bull ring. You get hit by an idiot, and all of a sudden your luck goes down. So I guess he transferred it to me, but I feel good today. That last run, I think I could have got him had I stopped getting sideways over the bump off of 2, and I'm glad I held second. It's been a while since I've had an interview.
Well, I know you wanted to finish one spot ahead, which I think everybody, that race wants to win. But, hey, points, getting the maximum amount of points that you can other than winning. I mean, second's not bad. Next week, though, at Slinger, I don't know exactly what's going to happen there. Hopefully, the 777, your number, can be lucky for you. Like I said, I know nothing about Slinger. Maybe you can give us an insight on what you hope. But talk about it, because that track, from what I've heard, it's not easy.
I've ran one race on Slinger in a super late model, and as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to pass somebody, you're going to wreck them. So,
oh, jeez.
As always, we're going to put Fisher Snowplow on the hood of this car, and we're going to plow our way through everybody, as has seemed to be a theme running around here recently with some guys. But hopefully I can win. Points is what matters, and beating Kenny's pretty hard. He's pretty consistent. He knows what he's doing around here, so... it's all that matters to me at this point. It's just points.
Just points. All righty. Well, Steven, do you have anything for Mr. Wildchild down there? Yes, I used his nickname.
Yeah, well, John, I had to give you the nickname JJ, John Jr. I hope you don't mind. But going into Slinger, I'm looking at some of the information. Good high bank, 33 degrees. Is that going to be how do you think that's going to affect your tires?
I'm gonna say I think the right rear is gonna wear off more this time. At least that's what I think will happen. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. The high banks, everybody thinks there's an outside line. I don't think there will be. This is iRacing after all. We'll bottom lock it, and then anybody that gets pushed outside is just gonna get freight train on the bottom. So the pits are even worse. I don't know how we're gonna pit under green. I don't even think Matt knows how we're gonna pit under green. So. Worst case worse, just drive through the guy in front of you and hope and pray he doesn't get back to you. The good old Bowman Gray style.
Yeah.
Oh
Lord. All right.
We all know Bowman Gray. Well, John, good run tonight. Good P2, buddy. Go. I'll turn it back over to Josh because I don't want to steal his thunder.
All righty, John. And final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate. Get ready for Slinger, bud.
My father, he's been having a pretty rough season. He's getting caught in a lot of other people's garbage, and occasionally he'll overdrive himself and he'll wreck it. But other than him, just my good buddy Tyler, he's been missing in action a little bit. He's my spotter, my crew chief. He's a good guy too. I don't think he was watching, maybe. Matt Steven put it on the league, you guys were broadcasting, and my girlfriend, she was actually on FaceTime with me today. She was my good luck charm.
Well, hey, got second. Maybe next week she'll FaceTime you, and maybe you'll get the win. Who knows?
I hope.
All righty, John, go celebrate P2. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, all right. Well, that is going to bring us to our back-to-back winner here, winning last week, winning tonight, leading 126 laps. And starting on the pole, he never looked back. Mark, man, oh man, but I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. Talk about it.
It was good. It was a hell of a race. I thought it was pretty fun, and like I said, it was going to be all about keeping that right front. And I don't know if I'm sure you've seen, but I never left that yellow line down there in 3 and 4. That thing hooked really good around there, and we just managed to keep the tires under it the whole race. And didn't have a crew chief or spotter tonight. He had some obligations, but we managed to get it done. So just really happy overall. It was a lot of fun, and glad to win back to back. I think that's the first time anybody's done that this season. Like I said a couple weeks ago, we're going to turn it up the second half of the season. We're going to put some fire on.
Yeah. Now your spotter, by the way, is Ethan Wolf, correct?
Yes, sir.
He was in chat. So, by the way.
So yeah, just overall really happy. I mean, it was a good race. Thanks to Benny and John Jr. for racing me so clean out there, and yeah, it was, like I said, it was a great race. I had a lot of fun. Glad to lead a lot of laps again.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can go 3 for 3 next week.
Well,
who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen next week. I know you know what track next week is. Slinger, one of those tracks. We've talked about it. It could be good or bad. I don't know anything about Slinger. I know, Steven, you've got the banking there, but I mean, you talk to Mark, see what he thinks about it.
Man, Mark, I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to probably be looking at close to 10-second laps. What do you think?
It's going to be a slugfest for sure. No matter, I mean, you could have 6 cars or you could have 20 cars. We're going to find a way to find each other, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll have a couple of cautions. Pitting there is definitely going to be something out of a movie or something. I don't know how that's going to go, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. But it should be a good race. I mean, 200 laps. It's a small track, but 200 laps is around one place. So
200 laps on a quarter-mile track is not going to take you very long. But one other thing I wanted to visit with you about before I turn it back over to Josh was we were talking about turn 2 with that bump down there coming out at 2. We kind of compared that to the bumpy Daytona. With these cars, I think you feel it a little bit more, right?
It's a lot. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a little more aggressive, I think, just because these cars are a little lower to the ground and a little less weight. But I mean, if you're really on the bumps off of 2 here, you're gonna upset your car pretty bad. It's gonna either get tight or loose. What I like to do here is enter a little high in 1 and 2, and I drive straight across the bumps down there in 2 just to get as straight as run as I can off the corner. And the car usually takes it pretty good, except for when you're on low air pressure. I notice a lot on newer tires that the nose was really in the racetrack, and there was a couple times where I'd hit some of them bumps and see some sparks come across the windshield. But it's pretty close. It's not as rough though.
Okay, well, good run tonight, man. I mean, you led a lot of laps, and man, it was a good race to watch. Wasn't really much for us to talk about other than how well you guys was running. So good luck next week, and congratulations on the P1, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. I'd like to give a couple shout-outs to Clive Power Equipment, Mike Duncan, Ethan Wolf, Carter Russo, RKM Setup Shop, Ryan Kuhn, Coleman Designs, Justin Coleman, everybody who supports me and watches this broadcast and cheers me on throughout the season. A lot of it's greatly appreciated, and I just want to say thank y'all to putting the broadcast on. Thanks to Matt and Steven for putting this league together for us. It's a lot of fun to race, and we'll be in Victory Lane a couple more times this year before the season's over.
All right, sounds good to us, Mark. So go celebrate your victory and back-to-back victories at that. Shooting for 3 in a row next week at Slinger. Go celebrate tonight first. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
You too. All right. Well, Steven, that I got to say, yet again, they surprised me. Man.
It was a lot of good racing tonight. I mean, to have, I think it was actually 70. I think with the before the last caution, it was like 78% of green lap racing.
Wow, that's still
That's a lot.
insane. Man. Well, all righty. Well, I guess we're going to get down here to the unofficial results. But again, the admin stuff, of course, they have to do. I don't think there's going to be too much of that. But we don't know. We don't know. We stay out of that stuff. That's all they're doing. So
That's on them.
That's on them. So, yeah, we stay out of that, and we just do our thing. So the unofficial results, if it holds up, of course, Mark Keteman back-to-back wins here, of course, for the Pro American Late Model Series here. Awesome win out here tonight, Mark. Of course, John Canizaro Jr. was right there in second. I think if there was one more lap, John and Benny Hogan, I think, would have probably tried to go a little bit of a three-wide situation. We might have seen 3 wide for the win. We don't know because, well, the race ended, but I wouldn't have put it past them.
It could have got that way.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, it really could have. Shane Kohlmeyer coming in and grabbing the 4th spot. Kyler Davis in 5th. Kenny Tripp in 6th. Bob Elder in 7th. Jonathan Emerson 8th. Stephen Rex 9th and Gerard Lawrence in 10th. Scott Negus in 11th. Brett Meeks in 12th. I thought for a second, though, Brett was going to be able to pull something out. Now, he did get back on the lead lap, but he will finish back in 12th here tonight. John Brancasio, 13th. Gary Eldred, 14th. Thomas Mitchell in 15th. Brandon Geiger in 16th. Arthur Hendren, 17th. John Canizaro Sr. in 18th. And that's it. That's all we had here tonight. 18 drivers. Of course, a big shout out to, as I always do, Steven and Matt, for putting on, for allowing me to, come out here and broadcast their races. And, and I honestly, I was a little nervous at first, not knowing what I was getting myself into, Steven, but I took a gamble, I took a chance, and, man, I'm glad I did, because this is some old school style racing right here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, the first time I got up in the booth with you guys, it was kind of nerve-wracking. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you guys make it easy, but it's nice to be up here and out of the driver's seat for a little while and just kind of share the knowledge that I have of racing and Ben's, I've done it in real life as well. So,
yeah.
But I appreciate you guys having me up here and letting me come up here and joke around and have a good time.
Yeah, and I've heard really, really great, awesome feedback from these guys over here at P.A.L.M.S, and I learn something new every day I do this. So it's not like that in the 8 years that I've done it, I know everything. No, I'm far from it, folks. I only know so much. Now, more tracks I know about than others, but that just kind of goes with the iRacing of racing and then getting into the broadcasting, and then you know certain tracks more than others, and then others it's like, really, like Iowa. I hate Iowa. I wish they would just turn it into a big old swimming pool and be done with it, but that's just me. Great track when you get the right people on there. It really is.
Yeah, I didn't mind Iowa. Yeah. Martinsville.
Martinsville needs to be demolished. I do not like Martinsville. And my brother would probably even agree. He hates Martinsville.
and Dover's not my friend either. So,
man. All right. So it looks like Ethan is down there still in chat. He said something about 78. What is that? 78%? Wow. Good Lord. That's a lot of laps.
It is.
Man. So again, Steven, a big shout out, man. Thank you for coming up here and, helping me out. I don't know. We'll see, what holds tomorrow, but, you're going to be out on the track tomorrow night with the Downforce Racing Series. We're going to be doing some short track racing there. Not much bigger than this track. Bristol, the last great Coliseum, that is a half-mile track, probably the fastest half-mile, aside from, well, I guess you could say Nashville, Fairgrounds, but Nashville to me is bigger, I don't know. I guess, yeah. Anyway, we'll be at Bristol tomorrow night, so you'll get to see Steven out there racing and a whole bunch of other great guys out there tomorrow night. That'll be at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, right here on MaxspeedTV TV. So more than likely, I hope my brother is able to join us. If not, it will be me. But Bristol's going to be going by so quick.
Bristol's actually shorter than Nashville.
Yeah.
By about 0.06 of a mile.
Wow.
So it's going to be fast racing, and it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be a challenge.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you everybody again for tuning in here tonight. Until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe. Again, thank you all, and have a good night.